What's up, guys? What's going on? I'm Paul. This is Pauline Theology's Daily Devotional, man, and we're going to the book of Exodus. Today, we are in Exodus chapter 7, verse 16 and 17. Chapter 7, verse 16 and 17. So if you haven't read it yet, go ahead and stop the tape, see what it has to say, come back. We're going to answer some questions, man. We always ask the same questions, guys. The first question is, what is the scripture actually saying? The second question is, what is the scripture in the event that has happened say about Yahweh, say about God? And then we ask the question, what does it say about humans, either Christians, non-Christians, or humankind in general? And then finally, we ask, how can we apply what we've learned from these truths to our lives? And so let's do that this morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time it is that you're checking this out, so that we can grow in our trust in Jesus. Because if you're looking to trust Jesus more, if you're looking to know a little bit more about him, to find out who he is, his character and his nature, about who we are, and then about how we can live in a way that is pleasing to him, you've come to the right place, man. So let's wait no further. Let's go ahead and jump into it, man. What is the scripture saying? What's happening right now? We talked about how the first plague, the first strike is about to occur. And so Yahweh goes to Moses and he tells him to meet Pharaoh. And he says, when you meet Pharaoh, this is what you're supposed to say, right? He says, I told you to let my people go. And you didn't listen. And because you didn't listen, I'm about to do this thing, this sign. And by this sign, this wonder, this work, this strike, matter of fact, that's what he says. I'm about to strike. By this, you will know that I am Yahweh. He says, the thing that I'm about to do is demonstrate to you who I am. I mean, that's a little pun. Who I am, right? Because that's what Yahweh is. It's who I am. He's about to demonstrate his glory. And remember, this is really the telltale of the book here, of especially this part here when the war between gods occurs. Is first off, it is Yahweh versus Pharaoh. And Pharaoh earlier said, this Yahweh, I don't know who he is. I don't know who this God is. And so now Yahweh says, I'm about to do this strike on you so that you may know who I am. You may know who I am. So what does this say about God? God desires to be known, and he will make himself known. He will. Whether you are part of the team, if you want to glory and dance and worship and sing and honor Yahweh, or if you want to do your own will, be stubborn in heart and seek your own glory and make yourself God. Either way, he is going to make himself known. Because the most wonderful, the most beautiful, the most amazing being, his knownness is necessary. It's necessary. What does this say about humans? What's it say about us? I think what it says is that we have a decision to make, right? Because God is going to make himself known to us. He's going to reveal himself. He's going to show himself. Matter of fact, he's already done this. Paul says that he's done it in creation itself, that these attributes of creation demonstrate his glory, his power, his might, and his wonder. And so he's already made himself known. He's already made himself known. So the question is, what are we doing with this knowledge? What are we going to do with this knowledge? God did his strike. And then how do we apply these truths to our lives? That's the question. God making himself known to us. It may not be by turning water into blood. You know what I'm saying? There's some other things, and we'll talk a little bit more, get a little bit more in depth about what that means and how the strike or the plague happens and stuff like that. But for now, I think it's important for us to say this. How do we apply this truth to our life? What is God showing? How is he manifesting himself? How is he making himself known to you? How is that strike occurring in your life? And are you Are you turning to him, softening your heart, lowering your guard or your will to desire and align it with the Father's? Or are you hardening your heart, strengthening your heart to your own desires and your own will? That's the question. As God is making himself known, are you knowing him? Are you accepting him? I appreciate you guys for listening, and I will see you in the next episode.